So now we are here to make the leaves for cosmos. So which is the end result is something like this. This is one bunch and we would be needing say about 4 to 5 more bunches depending on how many flowers we got to make. So each of this is handmade, freehand made, and so the individual ones are going to look like this and they will all be taped together after dusting. And so you have one bunch like that. And for this, I'm just going to show you how to make one of it, and then you will make as many and I will also make as many, and then we will see how to tape it together to get a bunch like that. To begin with, let's just make this one small thing. So what I need is some green colored gum paste. It's a pretty much easy thing to do, but just that it is a bit small and like tiny to handle. That is the only thing that we just need to be. We just need to be a little more careful or just pay attention. So we can just go in and then get that intricate leaf out. So you know that we made sausages, right? So this one is going to be similar to that. And I'm just going to, you could cut it out into 3 as well. And sausages, you know, right? So we're just going to get the sausage done, as simple as that. And you don't need so much also. Let me just show the size of the ball, and exactly like the sausage going under the wire. So we could make it in different lengths as also. Okay, so that will be the first step. And then I will need the foam pad. And I'm going to get the ball tool. Okay, and the first thing I'm going to do is to make one line in the center. So once that is done, I'm just going to extend on both the sides of the center line that I made. So I'm going to use the ball tool and then just pull out and extend one side first. I mean, it is okay if it is going to be a difference in the sizes all through, and then on the top. And then similarly, do to the other side. Pull it outward. I'm just extending the tip also. Now once we have something at this stage, okay, just to see how it looks. Once you have something at this stage, I'm just going to fold it with the center. So I'm just going to use these 2 fingers and then just gently run it through. Okay, and then it is just up to us to make it a bit random. Like you could just fold this backward. You could also just get the wire bent like that and then just fold it. Okay, so we're just looking at something like this, and some you could just fold, I mean bend the wire, and some you could just keep it straight as well. You could also just open up a bit. You don't have to like kind of keep it completely closed as well. So we're just looking at something like this. Okay, and then we just need to allow this to dry up for some time, and we could just dust it to get the shade we want. You don't have to let it dry also like completely rock hard. The color may not also stick well. But right now I have a kiwi green color petal dust, and ideally it is safe to use a foil, so there could be leftover dust and that could be saved. Using a tissue, the tissue will eat up all the dust and that will be a lot of wastage, but I am just trying to keep it white in color so you could see clearly what goes on, because these are like pretty much intricate stuff for which I just didn't want to use the foil, and it's all quite reflective with the lights, so I thought I just use tissue for that purpose. You guys will be using a foil for this purpose. So I'm just getting a brush, taking a little bit of the dust on the tissue, and I'm just going to dust it. Okay, so this is being dusted and this is just one part. So you could make like maybe 25 to about 30 individual ones, and so they could come in handy, and we could just make like 2-3 bunches together. Then I'll just continue making a few more of these, and let me show you how I'm going to tape and then put the bunch of cosmos leaves together. So I have made quite a few numbers. Some are like pretty small, and then some are long, short, and different sizes to go. So I'm just going to start taping them. So this is what I'm just going to look at the end. I'm just going to keep these aside, and now that I know I have like quite a few as I'm going to tape around. If I'm going to use the entire stretch of the tape, then it is going to have a very thick stem at the end. So what I want to do, try and use the width of the tape by half, for which I just cut it lengthwise into half. And then we have like two of them. Just finish using one, after which you could just use the other one, and that will just cut down on the thickness of the entire stem. The rest of all the technique would remain the same, just that the thickness just has reduced by half. Okay, so we just start with the first one. It's exactly the same, going under, holding it between the thumb and index of your non-dominant finger, and then just doing one twist around. Okay, and then depending on how I'm going to place it, now if you see, now this one is placed right there, and I'm just going to come down a bit and then attach the other one, and then again come down a bit and then attach the other one, which means from here I just need to tape down and come at a lower point, and then I just need to add the other one and then tape down, keep coming, and then I need to attach the following one. So that is how it is going to be, and for which let me just tape it down. So for taping it down, I just need to hold this at an angle like that, right? So just tape down a little bit, okay, and then on there I'm just going to attach another one. So I need to tilt the wire a bit, add it here, and then tape it over. To just change the direction, like all the leaves facing upward, and on the other side here, bending the wire a bit and then attaching it here, folding all the wire together. It's okay because also lengthwise you just cut it into half, right? So it is prone to breaking, but that's fine. It's going to have another one. So I'm just choosing per size, starting with a small. And just come down a bit. I'm just going to get the next one and then keep it on the opposite side. And the positions we will be able to change, so that doesn't matter. So for now, just see the placements of each of the leaf and how lower you're taping each of them individually, and keep stretching and keep twisting. So have all of them gone in, after which we just need to just tape all the wires together down, and that will hold all of them together. Now we could just say adjust the positions, could just turn it around, and because it is all wired, we'll be able to just manipulate the way in which the leaves have come out. We can put them together, or we could just make them far apart, or keep adding more to have a lengthy bunch. Okay, so with this one bunch will be done. We will be needing like 3 to 4 at least for about another say each flower we could have like 2 of this that we could tape it along. So depending on how many flowers, so even 2 or 3 could go into one flower also, that will look even more prettier. So that way, depending on the number of flowers we are going to make, we'll need like about 2 or 3 per flower of bunches like this, and then we'll put them together. So I will, with this we come to the end of the leaf of cosmos lesson. I will catch you up in the next, where I will show you how we are going to attach the leaves with a flower. So see you in that lesson.